Hello, time for another caning. This time, the British steel industry. And no, I'm not suddenly getting all political. I'm just picking the biggest story of the week to fire at. It could have easily been Vernon Kay.
We asked our survey the number one thing you shouldn't do in a hotel room.
Get your knob out with a glamour model?
That's correct. Number one answer.
For those of you who are 12 years old and not following the steel story, I happen to be in South Wales right now, and a lot of people are about to lose their jobs because Tata Steel are about to close their plant. Clue is in the name, guys. They might as well have called themselves "Will fuck off after a couple of years, Steel." A lot of people will be thinking,
But what are you going to do if it's losing £1 million a day?
we might as well just close it down. We can always use their children's bones for glue. Yeah, okay. Port Talbot is losing £1 million a day. But you know what? It doesn't have to be that way. Cameron, you moon-faced, Christmas ham-cheeked, Eton twat. We could make the playing field a little bit fairer. What's happening is this. Chinese dumping. It's not what you think it is. Stop looking at me, motherfucker! It means the Chinese are dumping all their steel here really cheap. We can't compete with that. They're doing it so they can get global control of the steel industry. So why don't we just fucking stop them doing it? The Americans don't put up with it. I'm going to dump some cheap steel in your garden. Well, I don't think so, buddy, because I'm about to dump some cheap steel in you. Horse shit! In fact, the Italians and the French and a lot of the Europeans were up for controlling the price of Chinese steel. Can you guess which country wasn't up for it? Cameron and his cronies. I don't think we should control the price of ham! I've got a ham face! I mean steel. We should let competition just take its free course. Even if it means your wives do get used for prosers in the free market, let the market nothing more important than the free market. Oh, Mr. Cameron's right. Even though all my uncles and dads have hung themselves with depression of redundancy, at least I know the price of steel has been established by a free market. That's more important. Right, I'm off to shoot myself in the shed now. What type of country do you want to live in? One that only gives a solitary fuck about the market and how much money we make? Or one that makes a reasonable amount of money, but now and again gives it a nudge to make sure people are a little bit happier? We should just temporarily give the steel industry a little bit of a help. More jobs, more happiness, and nothing I like less than an unhappy Welshman.
I've got nothing to be happy about. I haven't even got any vowels left since the English took them.
Do you know what this really boils down to, internet? George Osborne and David Cameron sucking up to the Chinese. Oh, David! Yes, George? I do love it when you dress as Agamemnon. I'll show you how we invade Troy. Do me in ancient Greek, you boy slut. Those two little plonkers.
Everyone, the Chinese is coming over. George, can you get the torture equipment out?
For Christ's sake, put that Book of Human Rights in the bin. And your prison sentence will be forever. Let's just help each other along a little bit. Funny how you were willing to help out the banking industry when that went tits up. We will never nationalise any industry to help it out.
What about me, Dave? My bank's struggling. I'm Monty Barrington Brownlow Smythe.
Oh, well, of course, that's different. Stick a pheasant in my asshole. I've got to go now. I've got some sweet and sour prawn balls coming up from the kitchen. They were made by a Welshman.
I do love a chow mein.